Hey everyone, this is Laura Gadenik with Laura Gadenik Astrology, and I'm here to give you the astrology for the weeks of July 11th through the 24th, 2022. So this is a full moon in Capricorn week. That'll be on Wednesday the 13th. But before we get there, I just want to mention what's happening today on Tuesday the 12th. Venus in Gemini is making a trine to Saturn in Aquarius. It's likely you have felt this for the past couple of days and will continue to feel this influence for the next couple of days. I usually give about three days for these aspects to pass on either side of the exact transit, just because that's how long the planets are within orb of each other. So that's what I usually do for the faster moving planets, such as Venus. Venus is a planet about relationships, love, beauty, enjoyment, fun, everything pleasant and pleasurable, peace, harmony. And Saturn, when in positive aspect to Saturn, represents stability, commitment, longevity, things that are more easeful in doing them long term. So this might be a moment of feeling super stable in a relationship or stabilization in relationships. Or in things that we enjoy in a project we're working on, particularly like an art project or something that is beautiful or brings ease or joy. So kind of like committing to chipping away at something that will last for a while or that will take a while. There's this kind of quality of sustained effort here. And so that is going to be in effect for the next couple of days. And also just in general, Saturn represents things that take time, things that take time to develop, and Venus being things that are joyful and pleasurable in relationships, and not only romantic relationships, but all relationships. This could be about really kind of enjoying the fruits of your labor in terms of what you've put into relationships, the effort you've put in, the time you've put in, and really kind of enjoying relationships that have been formed for a while. For instance, I hung out with some really close friends last night for my partner's birthday, and I just felt so satisfied and joyful and happy and just so thankful that I have these friends and that I've had the time and that I've put in the time to kind of to commit to these people, to invest in these people, right? So that is the influence of Venus trine Saturn. And then on Wednesday the 13th is when we have our full moon in Capricorn. It's at 21 degrees of Capricorn, and it is conjunct to the planet Pluto. So there is an element of uncovering something with this full moon. And full moons are already times of something coming to full light, something coming to full fruition, moments of peakness, of culmination. It can be things that are already being like revealed or coming into the light, so to speak. But with this full moon conjunct to Pluto, there's kind of a it's kind of amplified. It's more intense. And it might even be things that are a bit uncomfortable or hidden, or dirty, or like maybe even shameful, or things that we consider shameful, that are coming to light, coming to our awareness. It could involve power dynamics, money, other secrets. And in general, Pluto is an intense planet, and the moon is about our emotions. So you might even have intense emotions coming to the surface, and maybe having moments of realization about how you really feel about something, what you really truly desire and need for safety and security and nourishment, which are all of the things that the moon is in charge of. So take care of your body and your emotions on this day. The moon is in Capricorn today as well, on Tuesday the 12th. So it'll be today and tomorrow, the 13th, the moon's in Capricorn. So moon in Capricorn isn't necessarily very comfortable. Moon prefers to be in Cancer, the sign opposite of Capricorn. So it's like extra important that we take care of our bodies and emotions and our emotional needs and really nourishing ourselves, because Capricorn moons can tend to be overly focused on work and productivity and ambitions and put like our emotional needs to the side. And I say our because I'm a Capricorn moon. That being said, it is also a good day and a good time to focus on those things that we need to get done. Focus on the things that we might have been putting off. Projects, work, ambitions. Just today and tomorrow are a good day to tackle those things. So there's this productive energy. And also, if you know what house this is happening in for you, so whatever house that has Capricorn on the cusp, these house topics, something around these house topics are likely going to come to light, or there's going to be some new awareness or knowledge or insight in this part of your chart and in this part of your life that are of a very deep nature, given that Pluto is there. So I also want to leave you with this question: what are you hungry for? The moon represents kind of what our needs are, right? And Pluto can be this kind of insatiable hunger and this insatiable need for something. So just kind of recognizing, what are you hungry for? What are you not getting? What is missing in your life and in your emotional well-being and happiness? And just notice, observe, write about it, journal. It's not to say that you have to do anything about it right now or fix it immediately. It's just new awareness for us to possibly take action on in the future. So same day, Wednesday the 13th, Venus makes a square to Neptune. So normally this would be kind of a, I would say, not so great aspect because Neptune, especially when intense aspect to, can be nebulous, deceptive, foggy, unclear, confusing, frustrating. And it might be some of those things. You know, there's kind of a, especially with Venus topics, Venus being relationships and love and beauty and pleasure, there can be a sense of confusion or deception with relationships, or fogginess, or the lines not being super clear. There can also be themes of disappointment, loss, longing, idealizing or glamorizing something or someone. So those are all very possible, and they might actually come to more fruition tomorrow on Wednesday the 13th. However, I do think Saturn trining Venus is helping and is bringing some groundedness and some stabilization to this aspect. So I think that could help. However, it could also be like two different events, right? Whatever is happening today, or like last night, Monday the 11th, the events then might feel super grounding and stabilizing in relationships in one area of life or in some relationships, and then the Wednesday the 13th Venus square to Neptune might feel very confusing and foggy and annoying and just kind of like unrequited love or something like that, with regards to someone else, maybe someone else in your life, or with a friend, or with a project that an art project you're working on, like so there's a lot of possibilities here. But just knowing that Venus squares Neptune as well, the day of the full moon. So it's a very good day to sink in to our bodies and to some sort of experience of beauty. Venus is a planet about beauty, and Neptune as well is about things that are not of this world. So any sort of art that gets you out of your excuse me. Whew, okay. Any sort of art that gets you out of your body and into this more ethereal, mystical space is going to be very beneficial for you. For instance, I'm going to Kirtan tonight. Kirtan is a form of meditation that involves singing and chanting. So that, to me, feels like an appropriate way to utilize Venus and Neptune energy. Okay, as on the same day, Mercury in Cancer makes a sextile to Uranus. This is about needing different stimulation for our minds, needing to change things up. Perhaps new or unexpected news comes in. It's definitely a very inventive aspect. You might be wanting to try new things. I would follow that energy. Okay, Saturday the 16th, Mercury and the Sun conjoin at 24 degrees of Cancer. Mercury is the planet of the mind and of communications. The Sun is our awareness, and it's light, right? It lights up the whole sky. So when these two, when the Sun and Mercury come together, there's usually insight, awareness, new information, like downloads, so to speak. And this will be particularly in the Cancer part of your chart. So whatever house has Cancer on the cusp. So that is Saturday the 16th. So this is a week of like diving deep, of uncovering things, having realizations, new insights and awarenesses. Just with that full moon conjunct Pluto and then the Sun Mercury conjunction, definitely make space if you can to allow the insights to come. Okay, Sunday the 17th, Mercury and the Sun make a trine to Neptune. So this is a great day for meditation, doing something that gets you into the zone or the flow state. Good day to focus on emotions, any sort of emotional work or therapy. And that could be also Monday as well, because I know Sunday's a weekend. And also maybe some like journaling or vision boarding around a dream, a vision, a hope, or some sort of healing that you're really hoping for, really positive aspect for those topics. Okay. Monday the 18th is when things get a bit more tense. Mercury in Cancer opposes Pluto. The moon is in Aries on this day. This might just signify having some more intense conversations that might have needed to be had, but you maybe were avoiding them. Things could feel a little tense or on edge. You or others might be easily triggered, but really it's a day to get to the bottom of something and to not be afraid to talk about the difficult things. And also things could be revealed. Once again, Pluto is about revealing and uncovering. In particular, because Mercury is in the sign of Cancer, Cancer being a sign about family, home. It could be like a family secret is uncovered or some new information is revealed for around family or parents or home, as well as the part of your chart that has Cancer on the cusp. So Tuesday the 19th. And also you'll be feeling that kind of intense conversation surfacing energy probably through like Thursday, just because the Sun is right behind Mercury and will be making the same opposition to Pluto on Tuesday, the 19th. However, Mercury heads into Leo on Tuesday the 19th. Mercury, planet of the mind and speech and communication. Leo is a sign about the heart. It's a fire sign, very confident, passionate. And so this is a time to speak our minds, speak our hearts, be more confident and authoritative in the way that you communicate with others, although be mindful of being too confident. That can be a thing with Mercury and Leo, or like arrogant. But definitely the mind starts going more to the house that has Leo on the cusp. And that'll be more and more thematic as the Sun moves into Leo as well on Friday the 22nd. This will be kind of a tone change. So we're kind of moving from like more of a Cancer focus to a Leo focus. Okay, Saturday the 23rd, Mercury in Leo makes a really awesome trine to Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is one of the benefics in astrology. Jupiter brings good fortune, good news, abundance. It's a planet about generosity, faith, just optimism, right? So this feels very triumphant. Mercury being a planet about communications and news, this feels like maybe getting some good news, and just having an optimistic, confident mindset, being willing to take a risk. It just feels like a very auspicious date. And also probably a good day to send messages, to apply to things like jobs and stuff like that, just because there is such good fortune in the air. So that is the astrology for the next couple of weeks. Please reach out if you're curious how this astrology might be impacting you in particular in your birth chart. I'm open for astrology readings. However, I'm out of town next week in Mexico with my family, so this week I'm a bit more available, so please reach out. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely week, and I will be back in the next 2 weeks for another astrological update.